Looks like Charles Oliveira is the real duck all of a sudden. So we already know if Bomb Saint Denis decided to take that challenge, we already know Charles Oliveira would have took that shot. But now, since Gamrot is asking for that shot, damn, this guy does not want to take the shot no more, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. What has lightweight turned into, bro? It's looking like a big downfall for lightweight division, bro. And I think UFC real fight card is off. And yo, Charles, bro, people are showing up to Brazil to watch you fight, not these other nobodies, bro. So just do it for Brazil, bro. Take that shot with Gamrot. If you lose, bro, they still gonna love you, bro. You got nothing to lose, bro. You're not gonna be champ again. So why don't you just take that shot with Gamrot, bro? Yo, I don't get it, bro. These guys are just so trash, bro. It gets me so mad, bro. That UFC fight card in real, bro. Thank God I didn't go to it, because I was so close to going to Brazil, bro. And if Charles Oliveira pulled out and I had a flight to attend, I would have been so mad and devastated, bro, because I would have showed up to Brazil just to watch Charles Oliveira fight. And I know that's the fans in Brazil right now, that they literally are showing up to see Charles Oliveira. And now that he's pulling out the fight, it went from Bomb Saint Denis ducking Charles Oliveira. Now it's freaking Gamrot that wants Charles Oliveira, and Charles Oliveira is ducking Gamrot, bro. We already know. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Gamrot would have beat his ass, bro. He would have ragdolled him, bro, and it would have been so bad for Charles Oliveira. He didn't want to take the opportunity, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. He did not want to get embarrassed in his hometown, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
More Brazilian than this guy is.
His reasoning to ducking Gamrot is quote unquote he was not preparing for a grappler. He doesn't want to grapple. He was preparing for a striker. So I'm already, bro, if Rufy goes in and jumps in for the fight, bro, we gotta give Rufy respects where it's due, bro. Although we got ragged off by Bomb Saint Denis, you already know if Rufy steps up to fight Charles Oliveira just to get his ass kicked, we gotta give respects to Rufy, bro. And I never thought I'd say this, bro. This fraud would have to jump in and try to beat Charles Oliveira, which is impossible, bro. And now we are dealing with ducks on the lightweight division. Is this fight card in real gonna be off? From what it's looking like, bro, they're gonna have to do something, bro. There's no way Charles Oliveira is not gonna fight in real, bro. That would be so bad for the UFC, bro. I don't know what's worse, Arman ducking Islam or him ducking the real card, bro, because everybody, like I said, is showing up for Charles. Oh, it looks like I was yapping too much. Charles Oliveira is gonna fight Gamrot. Oh, let's go. At least Charles Oliveira didn't duck and didn't let his fans at Rio down, so I'm got nothing to complain about right now, man. At least we're getting that fight. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, bro, Gamrot by decision, and that's what I think is gonna happen. Hey, this is gonna be a very competitive match, and I am ready to see this fight, bro. But it looks like Charles Oliveira took this fight because Gamrot got to his head, so we can't let that get to his head. We can't let this happen, bro. We need to see Charles Oliveira stay on top. I don't want to talk bad about Charles Oliveira, but when I have to, I will, bro. On to bigger news.
I want to fight Ilia in about a shithole.
Paddy Pimblett, the one that's gonna get chinned by Ilia Topuria, is calling out Ilia Topuria and Santiago Bernabéu. He wants him for the next fight for the title at Santiago Bernabéu. Is this gonna happen? Absolutely not, because I'm already sure that UFC 223 is gonna happen in Las Vegas, and it's gonna be Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. So Paddy, he's just doing some little promotions there, so when they have fight in the future, people are gonna be excited for that fight. And I don't want to see that fight, to be honest, bro. Like, I'd rather see him versus Paddy for the 223, but I already know it's not gonna happen, so it's not even worth even hyping that fight. After he chins Justin Gaethje, I'd rather see him fight Islam Makhachev at 155, because accordingly, Islam Makhachev wants to go back down to 155 after he gets the belt at 170, even if he gets the belt at 170, which I highly doubt, but that's what's planned for the next matchmakers, is him versus Islam at 155. So I don't know, bro. I highly doubt it's even worth entertaining that fight, but I think after he destroys what's his name, Islam Makhachev, I think they're gonna make that fight happen. After that fight happens, bro, it's gonna be bad for Paddy, bro. He's gonna get chinned, bro. I don't know why he thinks he's gonna go beat Ilia Topuria, bro. It's like, bro, what kind of delusion do you have, Paddy? You fought absolute nobodies, bro. You fought washed up Tony Ferguson and went to distance, and then I guess Michael Chandler, you knocked them up, bro. Ilia Topuria, out of all your opponents, was murking everybody. If Paddy fought Max Holloway, it would have been such a close fight. Yo, Paddy, bro, the only thing that you should be fighting is learning how to lose weight.
He looked fit, right? He's like McDonald's guy.
On to different news, bro. Nick Diaz has been removed from the UFC roster, bro. Do I care? Absolutely not, because if Nick Diaz kept fighting at this point of rate, bro, he's past his generation. He would have been completely washed if he hopped back in the octagon, bro. So, yep, that's just completely irrelevant to me, bro. But, yep, I had a quick report on this, and I want to know what y'all think in the comment sections. And after this, Ryan Hall gets removed, and I don't know what happened to this guy. I think he's been going through medical problems or whatever, But, yep, this guy right here, he was okay, bro. But he got murked by Ilia Topuria, and he was murking other guys. But, you know, he couldn't murk Ilia Topuria out there. But, yeah, I honestly, bro, yeah, this guy, I don't know, bro. I think he would have been tough if he was in the UFC. But even Alec Quinta got removed, the guy that stepped up to fight Khabib, and I forgot what fight it was that got canceled. But yeah, that guy, the one that stepped up to fight Khabib, got removed too. And honestly, bro,
who the fuck is that guy?
Hamza Chimaev tweeted, "It doesn't matter, same. Who is he talking about? If you were to take a wild guess, Ritter and what's this guy's name, Imamov, bro." And honestly, bro, yup, it's the same situation. I don't disagree with this guy. The only thing that ain't same is him versus Fluffy Hernandez. That's honestly, bro, his toughest fight if you were to hop in against Fluffy, bro. And do I care about him versus Ritter? I don't, absolutely not, bro. I don't care about Imamov. I don't care about Ritter, because those both guys have no chance against Chimaev. The only one, like I said, is Fluffy, and I stand on that.
Stand your base. Stand your base. Stand your base. Stand your base. Stand.